Hello, welcome back to my channel for the second time today. I'm posting up. This video is just about some bits and bobs I got over the weekend that I thought I'd share with you. We're looking at tarot cards, we're looking at candles, incense, books, and we were very lucky to get to stay away in a little village called Mullinavat this last weekend. It is actually closer to Waterford than it is to Kilkenny town, but we managed to visit both of those as well whilst we were there. In Waterford I came across two lovely esoteric shops. One was called Purple Lotus, in which I purchased some candles and some incense, and I needed new candles. I only had my purple and black ones, so now I've got my mixed ones, and they'll go there for when I'm doing my little bits and bobs. And I needed a refill of Nag Champa because I'm burning so much of it that I'm running out of it quite easily. In the second one, and I actually can't recall the name of it, but it was run by a lovely lady, I purchased a none too cheap deck to add to my collection. Now, I wasn't out looking for a deck, but my eye caught this because, like a magpie, I love shiny things, and I came across this deck. I'm just running it through my incense and cleansing it whilst I'm talking to you, and it is a gold foil RWS. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, it was €50. It wasn't a cheap deck. The quality of it, I would say, would be like the Neo Rider. If you've got the I think it's a rose coloured one, a Neo Rider, that has that metallic, pinky sort of metallic. It's the same quality of card, the same pliability, the same stock, and I have to say it really is a beautiful, beautiful deck. I have read for myself with it, but I haven't cleansed it. I did get a lovely reading from it, but I still like to cleanse a deck whenever I get a new deck. It came in a clamp, you know, the magnetic closing boxes. Oops, the book. Came with a little RWS book at the bottom there. And I have to say I am pretty impressed by it. She had one that was open on the shop that she said she'd sell it for £5 cheaper, but I preferred to get one that was sealed. Our back stiffered. She had two different styles. This was the only other style that was left, and I actually prefer this style. It just adds that little bit of colour, that pizzazz, and it's lovely to shuffle. It's quite pliable, and it's a nice one to add to my collection. What card dropped out there? Let's have a look. Ten of Pentacles. Yes, I know I'm surrounded by support and love of the family and what have you. But so, yeah, that's the deck. I'm not going to go through each card, just shove it there for you. You know, riffle through it. I like that, or rifle through it. Riffle, rifle. Riffle, shuffle and rifling through. Yeah, there we go. So you can see what it's like. Look at the three of, this is what I like about Three of Swords. Look here. We have a little bit of an addition in the Three of Swords. Someone lying down there, hurt. You know. So you see, it's a lovely deck. Very nice to have here on my tarot shelf. So that was another purchase from the same shop. My hubby purchased something for me, something that caught my eye. It's this ring here. It's this ring is what they used to call a poison ring. Okay. And it's labradorite. There you go, it opens up, and the poison would be put inside there, and if somebody was wanting to, they could throw the poison into food or whatever it is that they were hoping to poison. I'm going to put small little clear quartz crystals inside there to keep that nice and positive. It just caught my eyes and I thought, oh, I really do like that. So that was added to my collection of rings. I'm quite pleased with it. And of course, welcome to the greenhouse. To plant a seed is to believe in tomorrow. So that will be going up in my greenhouse. So yes, I was spoilt. My candles, my incense, my cards, my ring and my sign for my greenhouse. And then we found the most gorgeous bookshop. I have to say it was a bibliophile's heaven. And there was chairs that when you bought your book, you could go and read, or you could have a cup of tea or coffee whilst you're reading your book. It really did cater for those who love books. The 3 books that I purchased two are quite different to what I'd normally read, and the third one is a crime one, so that genre that I tend to love. Now this book here I purchased having read Wayward. Now, excuse me, it's not by the same author, it's by a different author, but the sound of the story from the back sounds pretty much like the earlier person's role was in Wayward. So this is called The Hemlock Cure. Some Secrets Cannot Be Bottled. It's written by Joanne Byrne, and it's got some nice comments. It's mesmerising, wholly original, vivid and poetic, exquisite, beautiful, page-turning. So let's see what the blurb says on the back. It is 1665 and the women of Ayham keep many secrets. Isabel Frith, the village midwife, walks a dangerous line with her herbs and remedies. Pretty much fitting with what we were saying in the ancestral tarot. The ancestral grimoire, sorry. There are men in the village who speak of witchcraft, and Isabel has a past to hide, so she tells nobody her fears about Wulfric, the pious, reclusive apothecary. May, Wulfric's youngest daughter, dreads her father's rage if he discovers what she keeps from him, like her feelings for Rafe, Isabel's ward, or that she studies from Wulfric's forbidden book at night. But others have secrets too, secrets darker than any of them could have imagined. When May makes a horrifying discovery, Isabel is the only person she can turn to, but helping May will place them both in unspeakable peril. And meanwhile, another danger is on its way from London, one that threatens to engulf them all. So I'm really looking forward to that one. The next book is by Deborah Harkness and has been turned into a major Sky production. I haven't heard of the Sky production, but I'm looking forward to reading this book, A Discovery of Witches. Now apparently it's a #1 international best-selling All Souls trilogy, and this is the first one. Okay. It begins with absence and desire. It begins with blood and fear. It begins with a discovery of witches. Yeah, so let's see what the blurb says on the back. A world of witches, demons and vampires. A manuscript which holds the secrets of their past and the key to their future. Diane and Matthew are the forbidden love at the heart of it. Praise for Deborah Harkness, it's rich, thrilling and a captivating and romantic ripping yarn. Intelligent and off the wall, irresistible to Twilight fans. Now, I wasn't a fan of Twilight. I could lose myself in here and never want to come out. What better accolade can there be? Utterly enchanting on every level. Exciting amount of spells, kisses and battles, and is recounted with enchanting, page-turning panache. And a bubbling cauldron of illicit desire, an assured saga that blends romance with fantasy. So, it doesn't say much more than that. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, it doesn't say much more than that at all, other than it's sort of an escapism into sort of, as it says, witches, demons and vampires. So it's a new genre for me to be reading of late, and I'm actually enjoying it. So I'm hoping this will be as good as books I have read previously of this ilk. And finally, I just could not resist my temptation of buying sort of a crime written novel, a crime writing or that sort of thing. Just bear with me. Well, I hate it when they plaster these big labels on them with the prices. Not that I don't, it's $16.99. It's not that I'm hiding the price, I just hate the look of them on the front of the cover. So I'll just get that off. Here we go. There we go, the big red target has gone off there. And this is The Half-Burnt House by Alex North. They say when the wind blows it sounds like a scream. Yeah, it can do. And one, Steve Kavanagh has written, will terrify you and break your heart. Let's see what it says. Katie Shaw always looked after her timid younger brother Chris until she left him alone for one carefree afternoon. Chris was savagely attacked and their picture-perfect family fell apart. It's been years since the siblings last spoke, when out of the blue Katie gets a call. It's the police. They're investigating a particularly chilling murder in a half-ruined house that once belonged to a notorious local serial killer. The case has thrown up plenty of unsettling questions, but only one prime suspect: Chris. The detective wants Katie's help finding him, but she has only one thing on her mind: proving her brother's innocence and finally making up for her negligence all those years ago. But soon it becomes clear that the killer isn't finished yet, which means that even as she attempts to save her old family, Katie is placing her new one in deadly peril. Half-Burnt House is Alex North at his best, a writer who can terrify you on one page and break your heart on the next. North's poetic way with even the darkest of situations is always a joy. The Half-Burnt House is his best yet. I loved it, and that was written by Alex Marwood. So, this is one, it's got a nice size print, it's not too small, and I think it's going to be something to get my teeth into that I'm going to enjoy. So, those are the 3 books I purchased: The Half-Burnt House, A Discovery of Witches, and The Hemlock Cure. I will let you know, as I did with other books previously, what I think of them once I've read them. As you know, I'm going through books like mad, and I'm not reviewing all of them, just those that really do make an impression. So folks, that's my haul from the weekend. Hope you don't mind me popping on and sharing it with you. It's been a lovely weekend. We actually had one day that was brilliant sunshine where, like I said, I swam in the local waterfall, the pool of the waterfall. It was absolutely amazing. So that's on my to-do list definitely for the summertime. In the meantime, I'm watching my trees blossom. There are tiny, tiny, tiny little green plums appearing on my plum tree, which is fascinating me beyond belief. I've got more seedlings that have grown to put into bigger beds, and I shall be doing that as soon as the rain stops. So take care, have a lovely day whatever you're doing, and thanks for watching. Bye now.